Right when you said
Hello.
recording, the EMF went off, so that's fun.
Oh gosh. Well, they know I'm here. They're like, "Oh, she's back."
Spooky start. Hello,
Yes.
everybody.
Hello. I say
Welcome.
like I'm the listener.
All
Hello.
right.
Yes, we're here.
Welcome to Hair Rants with Lizzie and Celeste, because let me tell you what happened.
OMG, tell me what happened.
So I decided like, oh, the blonde, the roots are coming in. I'm gonna like throw a color on top of it. Why not? So I ended up
Ooh,
doing Ritual by Arctic Fox. You know the color well, but
I know it well.
I wasn't sure how dark it would come out, and I assumed it like it's blonde, maybe it'll come out like deep but not vibrant, but it came out like practically purple. So I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, there is a lot of purple in Ritual. Like
Hmm.
it's more of a purple base than the
Yeah.
red.
But I
And
thought
over
it,
like practically white hair, it like,
yeah, I thought
yeah.
it would be a lot more deeper, but I was like, ah, well. And I was like, crap, I kind of hate it. So, so I proceeded to wash my hair with Head and Shoulders a couple times, but
Hmm.
then I'm like, it's not fading fast enough. So I ended up using the, what is it? Matrix Color Eraser.
Color eraser. I knew
And
it.
and that stuff works, man. It turned into
Yeah, it
like
does.
a baby pink. And
Nice.
now it's like I washed it again and now it's practically back like it never happened. I'm like, damn dog.
Yes.
Not sponsored.
Wonderful. Well, as a hairstylist or former hairstylist, 100% the color eraser does work. So if you're in the market to remove some color, definitely would recommend.
Dude, I did a strand test and everything, and I was like, I still hate it. The hair. It's like, oh well,
Dang. Well, you're back to blondie.
back to blonde.
Yes.
Can you hear
Back to
that?
reality. No, just kidding. Hear what?
No?
No, I guess not.
Okay, good. They decided that right now is the perfect time to use like a hair dryer. So,
Oh, well, no, I don't hear that. Do you
okay.
hear the babbling brook behind me?
Oh, I do not.
Okay, good. So, Callie, my roommate, for y'all who don't know, he went ahead and moved a little stuff back there and fixed it. He's like, you shouldn't be able to hear that on the mic. And I'm like, okay, we'll see.
Perfect.
As opposed to the last episode, you might hear my fish tank on that one.
I know you could hear
Just
my
an
sister on
FYI.
that one too. Like just a little
Oh,
bit in
really?
the background, yeah.
Wow, I totally didn't even hear. I did listen back to the whole episode, so
Hmm. Did
and I
y'all
didn't hear.
watch the episode or listen to the episode?
I watched it. What about you guys? Tell us what you think.
I listened to it twice because I had to re-edit.
Oh God, I know. Props to Celeste. That's all. Give her a little yay. Insert clip here.
Oh wow,
Yay.
give me more work to do.
Oh God. Sorry,
Side
sorry,
note,
sorry, sorry.
let me see. I'm like, it's like blinking
Oh
up a
God.
storm over here.
Wow. I mean,
So
is it all the recording stuff, do you think?
no, I'm pointing it away. I need to put it somewhere where it can be seen, but
Yeah.
it will be hovering and I'm gonna like hang it to the ceiling and it'll be just like dangling.
Just hanging out by your head.
Oh my God, that'd be kind of funny because it'd look like, like it's haunted and like floating up
Yeah.
above.
Ooh, I'm dead.
Oh,
Oh
that'd be
my
funny.
God.
I'm like, I might actually look
Well,
into doing that.
oh my God. Despite the fact that we're talking about EMFs and hair stuff, that is not what we're covering today.
No, we are covering spooky haunted dolls.
Ooh. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
oh, and the EMF loves it.
Love that. Love that for us.
Hmm.
Our spooky listener is here for it.
Dude, no, I mentioned that on the Titanic episode, and the EMF just went crazy. Like they're like, I'm right here in the closet with you. I was like,
Oh gosh.
what?
It's like I have a love-hate for it. Excited that they're there and hate it that they're there.
It went yellow when I said that. So,
It's like, yes, it is I.
mhm.
Did you call me?
Right?
Have I been summoned?
Right? Mind you, it never really goes off in this house, so that's fun. Good to know it wasn't just like your apartment or something.
Oh, good. Yeah. It was you. It was actually
It
you
was
all
me.
along.
It, it agrees.
Gosh, I hate that I can't see it like how we would be able to see it in the apartment. We would just
Mm,
be like, I just have to take your word
right.
for it.
Maybe I'm lying this whole time. No,
Just stick it
into my
into your
shirt.
bra. Yeah. Just have it like hanging out right here. You just see
Hmm.
like a little line, line of
That'd be
blinking lights.
funny.
Well,
Well, those are some ideas
way
we
of
may
shade
have to input. I don't know.
at some point.
Hmm.
Yeah. Make it
Or
work. We'll make it work.
or have like an EMF cam or something.
Ooh.
It likes that idea.
Yeah. I know we tried it that one time on James's
Oh
phone,
yeah.
but
It did not work.
no, it didn't work out as well as we hoped.
Hmm.
As much as that recording was amazing, the transporting it onto whatever just
Oh yeah.
not as great as we may have hoped. The ghosts were like, not today.
Mm-mm. No, you're not about to catch me on film.
Seriously. Mm-mm. They were like not here for it.
But all right.
Okay, let's hear some scary stuff.
Okay, I have one main doll and one super mini story and then another doll. A very
Oh,
one that is up for sale in case anyone is interested.
oh. I
But
mean, I don't think so
mm,
right now, but let's hear it.
yeah, for the price they're selling it for, I am not interested. But anyways, we'll get to that
Okay,
later.
in a
Um,
moment.
First, we're starting out with Australia's most haunted doll, apparently.
Oh God.
Yes. So Letta, short for Letta Me Out, freaking punning it up,
Shut the fuck up.
was originally found in Wagga Wagga City in New South Wales, Australia. And I have a little bit of a mini thing about the city name because I thought it was a little funky. The original inhabitants of Wagga Wagga region, who maintain a relationship with the area to this day, are the Wiradjuri people, excuse the pronunciation, and the word Wagga in Wiradjuri language was thought to mean crow. So Wagga Wagga could be taken to mean the place of many crows. Other
Oh,
interpretations can also mean like a sick man or a dizzy man, but like also to dance or like slide or grind. So like kind of like it can also mean to like party it up a little bit, which is weird.
party town.
Honestly. In 1972, Kerry Walton returned to his Australian hometown for his grandmother's funeral. Of course, it was a funeral when
Hmm,
this happened. During this
right?
time, during this time, he decided to face a childhood fear by visiting an abandoned building that had scared him for years. He went to explore his with his brother. The two men had always been inquisitive over the property, having heard countless stories of it being a haunted house as kids. So he had heard it was a haunted house when he was little, and now that he was old enough to like not be too scared, he decided to check it out with his brother.
Oh, lovely. Let's start off with like a morbid fucking funeral, and then it's like, hey, this isn't weird enough. Let's also go check out a haunted place,
Right? It's like while we're here, while we're in the
right? While
mood,
we're at it.
while we're depressed.
Jeez.
All right. Underneath the floors of the decaying property, the porch to be specific, he spotted something which at first glance looked to be the body of a dead child.
Oh,
Upon closer inspection, Walton had discovered a strange doll with a wicked grin. And
oh
yeah, the
no.
face is something to be held because I remember I saw it and literally got jump scared because I went to like a listicle of like haunted dolls and
Yeah.
it was like its image was the first big thing that popped up and I was just like,
Oh
ooh.
God.
Here, let me see if I can pull up an image real quick because it's got very strong features, if you will. Like,
Oh my God. Okay. Not what I was expecting at all.
Exactly.
No, I heard like child and I thought it was gonna be like a little girl, like a little Raggedy Ann smile type face. Not expecting that at all. That looked
Yeah.
fucking possessed for
From
sure.
what from what I heard, it's supposed to be a ventriloquist dummy. I think that's why it's the size of a small child.
Yeah. Oh God, I hate it.
But yeah, imagine pulling that from under a house. Like, But yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know why I thought you were gonna say imagine pulling that out of a hat.
I wouldn't want
Uh,
to pull it out of a hat either.
no, neither one. No.
No offense.
Mm-mm.
Just
Goodbye.
some strong brows.
Yeah, no.
So, Walton felt compelled to rescue the doll from beneath the house. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It
I would have fucking ran away from there.
I'd have been like, nope, this house is haunted. Goodbye. It was on the long drive home to Brisbane that these brothers were to dub the doll Letta Me Out after making jokes that the doll appeared to be moving within the sack that they put it in.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Full body chills right now. That is disgusting. Gr-
Yeah, so they saw it move around. They're like, oh, it's trying to say,
Oh
let me
no.
out. I'm like,
Okay, the fact
girl.
that they made fun of it, like my ears are watering. Jesus Christ, my eyes are watering.
I would hope your
Sorry,
ears are not watering.
I was thinking my ears are ringing, my eyes are watering.
Hmm.
Oh God, no, no,
Jesus.
thank you. I
Yeah.
would have thrown that shit out of the car.
Hmm. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
so yeah, Carrie Walton brought the doll home and they've been together ever since. He still has it to this day.
Crazy match is crazy, you know?
Right? Dude, mind you, in 1972,
Oh
that's when
my
he got the
God,
doll and he still has it.
that's disgusting.
Yep.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. No offense.
No,
No offense, but that's vomitous.
yeah, I mean, given this doll, I don't think we have to worry too much about that. It seems to be not too bad, as creepy as it may be, but let me read on. So,
Okay.
according to psychics, the doll was made 200 years ago by a Roma person. People would say gypsy, but I've heard the word is like a no-go,
Offensive.
so Roma. A Roma person for his son who had drowned. So,
Mm,
it was made for the kid. And then yeah. The Roma believed in spirit transference and that dolls would act as a new home for the dead. So
mm.
they're thinking when the little boy died, his spirit just went into the doll.
I mean, you would think, I mean, I'm trying to say this not offensively, but you would think they'd put a different face on it for a
Right.
child.
Though I don't think it was originally made for him to live in, if you will. It was just like a
Oh, okay.
toy, and then he just jumped on it.
I see. Okay, okay, okay. It wasn't made in its like image, if you will,
Hmm.
initially.
Well, actually, I think there was speculation that the doll was meant to look like him. So
Well,
they,
well, shit. I take it back.
hopefully like maybe like an exaggerated like a caricature, you know how the artists do that.
Right.
So
Okay.
I have no clue though, obviously. The doll has real human hair because why not? And underneath the scalp
Wait, I'm
is
sorry. Whose hair is it?
they don't say, they just say it has real hair. So it's speculated that maybe
Hmm.
it is the boy's hair.
Girl, I saw Stella for a second and she
Oh,
like just blended in so well. I was like,
okay.
so cute. I
Yeah.
really was scared for you for a moment. I was like, dude, don't move.
No, yeah, I
It
saw like
literally looked like a puff of smoke for a second. Like it just looked like I'm like, oh my God.
yeah, no, I just saw black mass in the camera. I'm like, oh, he got up.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Look at
Mickey
my
is my
red.
dog,
I
for
feel
those of you who
embarrassed right
don't
now.
know.
Okay,
No,
go on. Proceed.
understandable. Black pets are scary in the dark. But let's see. But yeah, so the doll has real human hair, whose hair we don't know. And underneath the scalp is the likeness of a human brain. So they carved him a little human brain. I don't know why, I
I'm
guess.
sorry. What? It just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah, and I'm like, who thought to pop the head open? Like,
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Seriously. Like, whatever. Move on.
but
Like, there's no answers to this.
but yeah, so like they also say that the name Letta also like kind of works because of the Roma heritage because Ledda is like a more traditional name for Roma people. So
Okay.
like it's a pun, but it's also like an homage, if you will.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and that's right. Uh Apparently there's also rumor that the doll has actually screamed, "Let me out." So
Stop it right
yeah,
now. Oh
so
my
they're
God.
like, "Oh, so Letta, perfect name." It's like, no, no.
It's literally like wave after wave of like body chills right now. I'm like, "Ugh."
Yeah, and I
Why
remember
did
telling,
we choose this?
right? And I remember telling you, "Oh, this doll's not that bad. It's a little silly." And you're over
Yeah.
here like,
Ha ha
throw it
ha. So
away,
funny.
burn the whole thing.
Literally.
But yeah, so speaking of, nothing necessarily evil has been reported surrounding this doll in recent years. I love that they put in recent years,
In recent
but
years.
I haven't heard any reports of anything necessarily evil in general.
Okay.
But it's still like paranormal things happen all over the place when you're with this doll. Uh
Right.
one that threw me, it will rain whenever he's taken outside.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I changed my mind. I would like him and I would
You're
take him outside all the time.
right,
I
your
would
new
just have my
pal.
own personal like rain cloud.
I sorry,
Don't
it's
tell me.
just it
Start lighting up.
to like the second brightest. So like what is it? The yeah, orange
Oh
right next to red.
God.
So it's like
I'm just kidding.
okay.
I'm just totally kidding. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
But yeah, and then hanging pictures may fall off the wall when he enters the room. He has to announce his presence, you know.
Jeez.
Dogs bark and attempt to attack whenever they're near Letta, and people have said they feel sick, faint, or are overcome by emotion, mainly sadness, when the doll is around.
Oh,
So like bummer. It's like, but that's still not like evil.
yeah.
Like
It's
I've
just unsettling.
mm-hmm. People have also felt the doll emitting a pulse while held. So if you hold the doll, it's like pulsing, like a pulsing.
Stop it. Oh my God. Mm, I don't like that. No.
It's got a lot of
Mm-mm.
energy. But
It just gets
yeah,
worse.
oh, it'll get even worse.
Oh my
Um,
God.
Letta is also supposedly capable of moving on his own, changing positions while seated. House objects are shifted mysteriously, and he has apparently moved in front of people, so he don't care. He'll just like move.
I'm just letting the waves of chills roll through my body. I have no
Oh
words.
yeah. And then I did see on in because he's done many interviews and like he's done a talk show or two with the doll, the owner. And I did see where he was talking about how like he had the doll and he would hear like noises out at night, like stuff moving around or something. And he was just like,
Yeah.
oh, he's probably, like paintings fell or whatever, like, oh, it's doing its weird thing. But then later he realized it was the doll running around because when he looked at the bottom of the shoes of the doll, it had a bunch of scuff marks, like it's been moving, running.
Dude, oh my God. Like my eyes are watering. Hold on. I don't even know if you guys can see. Like I'm
Yes,
literally
you
like
can.
crying right now. Like, can you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Ah!
funny.
I'm like, I can't.
This little dude is crazy. But
Yeah, no,
yeah,
they won't go away.
but yeah, so
It's so gross.
I mean, it's a doll. Dolls are creepy. Well, any doll.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, and I actually do have a quote from Mr. Walton. He said, "I reckon he walks in the nighttime. We came in here as a new house, and I've never heard so many strange things in my life."
God,
So he's just, oh yeah, nighttime. He just, he's touring the new digs.
I hate it.
Hmm. And like I said, he's appeared on television shows and is claimed to be one of Australia's most haunted objects. So there you go. I'm like, I
Jeez.
don't think I've heard of any other Australian haunted objects, so I guess they're
I
right.
know. I mean, the only thing creepy about Australia is like the amount of bugs that they have.
Ooh, the big old spiders.
Yep,
Hmm.
ungodly.
It's no man's land. Dude, the amount
Seriously.
of the amount of like Australian TikToks where they're just like they go to put their shoe on and there's a fucking spider in it or something
Yeah.
and it's like huge. I'm just like, or like a snake got in or a really aggressive like bird. I'm
There's a
just like
snake in my boot. Was Woody Australian?
maybe that would make more sense. Even though he was supposed to be like an American cowboy, no?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have another quote. Mr. Walton says, "A clock fell off the wall when oh yeah, this was in regards to, I guess, when they did the whole psychic thing when they found out that the little boy drowned and like was in the doll.
Oh, right.
This was in regards to that. He says, "A clock fell off the wall when she was doing the interview and when she was telling us about the kid that drowned, he moved in her lap."
Yeah, no,
So
thank you.
she was like, doll on her lap, just like
Yeah.
reading this thing, and then it just like me. I don't know how it
Oof.
moved, but it moved apparently.
How unsettling. Like, I don't know. Imagine you feeling something and for a split second, thinking like I'm holding a child and then being like, oh my God, here's a doll.
Right. And I'm like, I wonder how many times this psychic has like dealt with stuff like this because imagine that's the first time and you're just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I But yeah,
Mm-mm.
so again, it's speculated that the doll might have been created in the boy's likeness. So
Mm.
what he's got a face for radio, you know?
Uh, to
But
put it
yeah,
nicely.
right. But yeah, Carrie was even allegedly told that he would never be separated from the doll. Like this was the psychic telling him.
Oh my gosh.
And this was put to the test when the opportunity to sell Let Me Out arose, but he just couldn't bring himself to part with the doll. Like someone offered to buy it, and he was just like, nah.
Wow.
Which, from what I saw, he owns like an antique shop or something
Right.
like that. So he was like, oh, I'll just put the doll up for sale. But
Hmm.
he's like, I can't part with my baby, you know? But
Crazy.
but yeah, so the doll is believed to be good-natured and even bring luck to those who come into contact with it. Which
Mm.
I'm like, according to who? But apparently, yeah, like
Right.
there was like a whole story where he found the doll and after that his antique business started like booming or something. So it's just like
Wow.
little things like that. And then people are like, oh, I went to go visit the doll and like had it on my lap. And then like after all this great stuff happened, and I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That
I think about it twice at least.
I'm like, should we go? No.
I mean, we could.
Well, if you would like to. So Let Me Out has his own Facebook page where he writes in first person. So he's the one like, hey guys, I'm on Facebook. It's me, Letta.
It's giving Robert the doll.
Right? Oh, and he also has an Instagram, Letta Me Out, all one word. So like LeTTAMeOut. All one
Oh
word
gosh.
if you're looking to like if you're
Follow
looking
him.
to follow him and see all the people that go visit. And you yourself can also go meet Let Me Out. He does appearances all over Australia on
Mm.
request. So like if someone, give me a sec. There was a fly. uh but yeah, all around Australia on request. So if there's like, oh my God, there's like a group of people who want to meet him in this part of Australia, he will go, the owner with said doll, not
Hmm.
just the doll.
Well, how very what's the word? Accommodating of him.
Hmm. I feel like that guy just loves his doll and he's like, yeah, let's go. But
I
yeah,
mean, I guess.
you can also go visit Letta at their own home and it's free, but it will cost you $5 if you want a picture. So,
Ah, okay.
should we go take pictures with Letta, some selfies, you know?
I
He can
mean, if
sit
we're
on
in
your
the
lap.
area, if we find ourselves in the area, I don't see why not.
If we find ourselves in Brisbane, Australia,
Yes,
sure.
I
If
guess
you,
so.
what is it? If you, the listener, would like to pay us to go, pay for our
Do you
trip.
have Cash App?
You got cash up? But yeah, and that's all I could find on Letta. And just like one other YouTuber who like a paranormal YouTuber, I couldn't find her name, but I guess she went to go visit him and she was just like, "Oh my God, it was all good vibes, don't worry guys." And I'm just like,
Okay.
"Sure." I still don't trust this thing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm not sure.
so that is.
I don't think I'm ready to feel a pulse on me while
Oh,
holding
oh.
it.
That's
Oh
one way
God.
to put it.
I mean, you did say you can feel his pulse, right?
Yeah, like it pulsating,
Ugh.
like it's emitting something almost. But yeah,
Uh,
but I do have my itty bitty mini story that I found funny, uh, for a very specific reason, which you will now learn. So back in 2008, 2-year-old James Bowman had an Elmo Knows Your Name doll. I don't know if you've ever heard of one of those. I don't think they
I
were like huge.
what is it?
Elmo Knows Your Name doll.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
Yes.
so the doll was programmed to recite its owner's name along with various other personalized phrases. This particular doll, like the one he had, the one James had, not only knew James's name, but liked to include the word kill before it.
No.
It would sing, kill James, kill James, kill. Like it would do it repeatedly.
Oh my God.
Until his mother decided to put it out of the toddler site, which I'm like, yeah, I would have done it the first time,
Yeah.
but
Seriously, how long did she wait?
I don't even know. But the doll
Disturbing.
only, well, actually, the doll only began spewing death threats after its batteries had been changed. So, like, I think at first it
Oh,
was fine, and then she changed its batteries and it started doing that. Like, what kind of cursed ass batteries did you put in this thing?
yeah. No, seriously.
hmm But yeah, Fisher Price, the manufacturer, offered the Bowmans a voucher for a replacement, but it is unknown whether they took said voucher, like whether they actually replaced
Mm.
it. So yeah, that's a little mini one I found. And I was so sad because they had links to a YouTube video of it doing it,
Hmm.
but all the links were dead. And then there was even a Fox
Uh,
News article, I guess, and it was gone and deleted. So all I can think is the Fisher Price people immediately shut that shit down because they didn't
yeah,
want that.
right.
But yeah, so that was like
Ooh,
my itty bitty one, kill James.
yeah. Kill James.
Kill James. That's gonna be the episode name. That'll be
Yes,
fun for
I love
everyone
it
named
already.
James. And then I was like, okay, so my story is short. And then I found that Elmo one, which was pretty funny. But then I was like, you
Hmm.
know what? Let me do a quick eBay search to see if I find anything fun. And
Okay.
oh my God, when I found this headline, I couldn't, or not headline, but like, okay, but yeah, when I found this, like, the name of the listing, I just about lost my shit and clicked so quickly. So here we go. Haunted spirit doll Mandy, sexual lover, secrets, aggressive, bisexual, strong energy.
Listen, my heart dropped a little bit when you said Mandy because that is the name of my doll. But it is not the same one. But I was just like, excuse me?
That is
Come again?
hilarious.
What was that?
I can guarantee you this is
What?
not your doll because it has a very
No.
distinct look.
Oh yeah, no, 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 no. But th that is just some crazy coincidence. We did not plan this, guys. This is
No, that's so funny.
random. Random. Yeah, we did not know what the other was covering. So that's fucking crazy. Tell me again what the what the listing said.
So this is just the name of the listing, and I will show you the doll because she is unique.
Oh God.
Haunted spirit doll Mandy, sexual lover, secrets, aggressive, bisexual, strong energy.
Um,
And prepare for another jump scare because I just found the most not best looking dolls.
oh God. Oh my God.
Every time.
What even is that?
It's bisexual Mandy with her strong energy.
Oh my God.
It's too
No
much,
words.
man. No
No words.
words. And
That's
then
just wonderful. I love
if you
it.
if you guys would like to go look her up, obviously that title is more than enough to find her, but it's also by seller I believe it's supposed to be Michael, but it's kind of misspelled 2012. So it's CMICHEAL 2012, in case you guys are looking for that. And she cost, any guesses on the price?
1200.
2,700 or best offer.
Wow.
So she's
That's
a
more
pricey
than
lady.
double what I thought. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Her bisexual energy does not come cheap.
It's just too much. It's
It's
just too
too
much. Can you
much.
really put a price on it? I mean, apparently you can.
Right? It's like, yeah,
Oh God.
$2,700 apparently. But yes.
Sheesh.
So
Well, that was wonderful.
yes, and I have a little bio from the guy. He says, "For
Okay.
over 2 decades, I've gathered an array of unique items from my journeys, including treasures from Casadaga, renowned spiritual hub of the world, which we could totally do a thing on because it is home to Southern Casadaga Spiritualist Camp, a community founded around the religious movement of spiritualism. And it is especially known for having many psychics and mediums live there. Like it's like a hub for them and
Okay.
has been named the psychic capital of the world. And in case you're wondering, this is in Florida because of course it is.
Of course it
Psychic capital of the world, Florida, you know?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
But yeah, and then he goes on to say, I'm now offering my personal collection for sale. These entities are genuine and should be approached with seriousness. They are certainly not playthings and not suitable for children. So he's like, don't buy my shit if you don't want a haunted thing. That's what I'm here
Yeah.
for.
Like, don't fuck
And
with this.
don't fuck with my Mandy. But yeah, so he has a lovely long bio for her that I will read to you. She's got quite the past, this Mandy. So, among my collection are spirits categorized as sensual due to their youthful energy and intense passions,
Jeez.
surpassing anything you can imagine. I am ready to release them so they can fulfill their desires, find
Oh
new
my God.
homes, or pursue their dreams, despite my deep connection with their extraordinary personalities and abilities. And then we have a little more about her. Mandy was a vivacious 25-year-old when a tragic car accident claimed her life.
Oh my God.
She was strikingly beautiful and fully embraced life. Mandy garnered admiration from both men and women due to her innocent appearance, yet she was anything but innocent. I'm like, this sounds like a romance novel.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, even better. Employed at a strip club in a neighboring town, Mandy was a renowned upscale performer. Far from being a common dancer, she maintained high standards, possessed innate elegance, and had a charm that left her with bountiful tips each night. I'm not done, there's more. She
Oh
dated
God.
she dated occasionally, but her primary focus was saving for college, aiming to become a veterinarian out of her love for animals. Mandy
Oh,
lived in a tastefully decorated private residence, keeping her personal life discreet. Which I'm like, did this man murder Mandy and put her
yeah,
soul into here? Because how does
right?
he know so much about this woman? Like, I don't know, unless like it was just a bunch of psychic sessions to like figure this
Yeah,
out. I
right?
don't know. But yeah, her spirit now resides in a stunning doll. She stunned me, all right.
She's stunning. Oh my
Chosen
God.
chosen for its beauty, he says. Sure. Uh
Everybody has their own taste, you know?
I'm
She's
like
an
now that
acquired taste for sure.
right. I'm starting to think though. I'm like, wait, when did Mandy die though? Because maybe the doll was like fresh and new and actually nice looking before or something.
Hmm.
But
That's a
anyways,
good point.
but yeah, so to add to her charm, I occasionally adorn her neck with a delicate scarf. Beyond this, the doll is in perfect condition. Mandy's spirit is assertive, seeking an owner who appreciates her dynamic nature. She promises unique performances, tapping into her past as a dancer and offering the
Well,
thrill of time travel to places significant to her.
wow.
This doll is about to give you a
Well,
lap dance.
yeah.
I was
Interesting.
I was floored, dude. And
Like, does she creep into your dreams? Is she
that's
like,
all I can think, right?
do you have to lucid dream and she joins you there on an, or I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like
I'm
you're
like, trying
just you're just in like a catatonic state, but you're in your mind's eye watching
yeah.
this whole thing like go down, I guess. I don't
Oh
know.
God.
I have many questions. But
Oh,
yes,
Mandy.
all the fun aside, be warned, Mandy can be quite intense, even causing there's a fruit fly in here. She's intense indeed. She sent me a fruit fly. Um, quite intense, even causing discomfort at times, but
Ooh,
she views these as tender gestures of affection.
well, interesting.
Mandy, are you here?
Oh God.
I don't know, but this thing is going nuts. She may be here. This thing will not stop, and they did say she's very intense. So,
Oh my God. Okay.
anyways. She yearns for close interaction, desiring to hear about your day and to follow you discreetly, making her presence known through subtle, extraordinary occurrences like lingering scents or fucking love bombing my EMF. Mandy is sociable, enjoying the company of your friends, and she prefers kindness and affection, so be nice.
Okay.
She has a penchant for sunflowers and wildflowers and appreciates being pampered, including maintaining her vessel's appearance, which
Okay.
this man should be severely haunted because her vessel is in tip-top shape. Just saying.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I'm convinced maybe he has the wrong picture because, like, despite her pretty vessel, he says. And I'm like, oh, well, he does say Mandy shows signs of wear. Her hair is a vibrant, and then he just cut that sentence off. Okay, her hair is vibrant. Mandy enjoys moving barefoot and often manifests as shadows or orbs.
I wonder if at some point he just got that like that whole listing off of like Craigslist and then just like took it and threw on like another doll.
Honestly,
And it's like a
honestly.
scam, you know?
I well, we will get into that in a bit.
Okay.
She moves around at night. Oh, look, I have a running theme, but respects boundaries, often signaling her presence through unexpected sounds or visual phenomena. That's not respecting boundaries. That's just fucking
Yeah.
scary. Mandy is playful, flirtatious, and seeks to make her companion feel desired. After over a decade
Well,
with me, it's time for her to find a new home. If you're the right person, you'll feel a profound connection upon looking into her eyes, or lack thereof.
yeah, right.
And yeah, so that's our lovely, flirtatious, vivacious, bisexual Mandy.
Jeez.
I don't even know. I'm like, dude, that listing was wild. I don't even
Seriously.
like, wow. And if you can't afford Mandy or were curious as to what else this man sells, let me tell you, he has many other dolls, many other jewelry. At varying prices. A lot of the dolls are labeled scary haunted doll possessed by nasty demonic force.
Oh,
So if you're looking for one of those, and those are in the hundreds, so they're a lot more doable. So
wow.
it's like you want a demon, you can get it for cheap. You want a lovely lady, she's gonna be pricey.
She's pricey.
Yes. And then like he also had another one that's like haunted doll, highly active, paranormal spirit witch owned if eyes follow you.
Oh,
So
um, no, thank you.
and then he also has authentic demonic possessed ring, real, satanic haunted, extremely active. And that was under many different rings. And there were also
Wow.
necklaces with real satanic haunted. So I'm like, unless this man is like satanically haunting all of these
Oh
himself
my God.
what happened?
Did you hear that?
I did, but what was it?
A door slamming?
Oh, is that what it was? I just heard a little like
I'm pretty sure that was the bathroom and no one's in the bathroom.
Okay. Well, I'm done talking about these. Maybe he does do it himself then, if that happened right then.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Let's
But luckily,
goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
yes. And he also sells antique vintage 1980s lady head lamp. Not haunted or
Okay.
anything. He just found a cool lamp and
You
he wants to
just
sell it.
all right, cool.
And apparently he has like 100% positive rating in the last year. So
So not a scam.
people are getting what they want. I did see some negative comments, but they were older and they're like, this thing wasn't haunted. But then there were other people like 100% perfect, just what I needed. And from what I saw, I think he also offered up spells. Like he'll do spells for you. So maybe he did possess these things himself. So uh if you hear me, all in good love, I'm not disparaging anybody. Honestly, it sounds like he's apparently legit. So
All right.
check him
Well,
out if you're interested. We're promoting his business, I guess,
yeah,
but
right.
I personally would not buy it.
Yeah, beware. With a little bit of caution,
Beware. Yeah,
Yeah.
unless you want the sexy Mandy. My
I mean,
gosh.
if you got
Who wouldn't?
2,700, yeah, if you got $2,700 laying around, $2,700. Why did that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
I mean, he did say
$2,700.
he did
Doll
say
hairs.
or
That's why.
he did say or best offer, I will say. So if you have like 1,000, maybe he's willing to
And
barter.
nobody's, yeah.
It,
If it hasn't come down by the time you hear this,
Mhm.
and you offer about a grand, he might say yes.
Honestly, he if you tell him I have $1,000 and a demonic possessed ring, maybe he'll offer up a trade.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair. Yeah. I'd go for it. Maybe if I was
Interesting.
into that sort of thing.
You know what? Where's Zach Baggins when we need him?
True. He should
He
buy that
would
doll.
he would love that. Oh my God, I could already see the Ghost Adventures. If he was already shirtless for a different spirit.
Oh my God. Can you imagine him getting a lap dance from Mandy the doll in
Oh
his in
my.
his lucid dream in some kind of
Oh, can someone draw that? Because that would be
oh,
incredible.
amazing. I need to see it now.
You could always lucid dream it yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're in the audience
I
being like,
wish
woo.
I wish there was a way we can just like hook up our brains to like a self, you know,
Hmm.
working drawing machine and it just drew our dreams like in
Oh,
a
that'd be
second. That'd be
interesting.
great. That'd be so great. I feel like freaking Lewis from Meet the Robinsons, just like
Mm,
coming up with all these wild ideas. He's like, yeah, let me like pluck a memory out of your brain. Just give me the day and I'll like show it to you.
must be nice. I wish. I have such a horrible memory sometimes.
Same. Literally same. Oh my goodness. All right. So our was that all for yours?
That was all for me.
Okay, so we're done talking about Mandy. Let's talk about Mandy. The
Wait,
other, the other Mandy.
the other Mandy, that's right.
The other Mandy.
Yeah,
Um,
that would have sucked if I covered this Mandy. You'd be like, wait.
I know. No, no, no. Totally different one.
Hmm.
Um,
Not for
I
sale, I would
mean,
imagine.
not for sale. Um, okay. Gosh, I kind of want to start with one little sentence from that was like on a comment, but I think I'm gonna save it till the end.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for then. Okay, so Mandy. Mandy is a pretty chill doll. She is believed to have been created either in England or Germany, sometime between 1900 and 1920,
For
and is
real
now.
quick,
Mhm.
the EMF blunk when you said England, so
Okay, so we're gonna go with England. She was
oh,
created in
it blunk
England.
again, so I think it's confirming.
Confirmed. Yes, it has been confirmed that she was created in England by our lovely EMF. So yeah, between 1900 and 1920. So she's now over 100 years old.
Wow.
She was donated to the Casnell and District Museum in Canada in 1991. The donor, Lisa Sorensen, had been given the doll as a gift by her grandmother, um, who I guess told her that the doll had been locked in a trunk for many, many years.
Wow. Here's a haunted
Um,
doll, my granddaughter that I
yeah,
love so much.
yeah, she's like, well, she didn't tell her it was haunted. She just said, "Here you go. I just
Yeah.
happened to find this in my trunk.
Locked
Hmm,
away.
locked away for God knows how many years."
Right.
So, Lisa brought the doll home and claims that, like, as soon as she brought her home, she would hear the sounds of crying,
Oh,
in the basement. Yeah.
ew.
And yes. And so she was just like, looking around. She's like, okay, there's nothing here. Um, and so she kept hearing that, like several nights, she kept hearing a baby crying. Um, and then one day she found her, like the doll sitting by an open window.
Ew.
And obviously, like no one's going down in the basement, so who the fuck opened the
Mm.
window? And why is the doll sitting by the window when I did not leave it there?
Hmm.
Um, so she had a daughter who was very young, so she didn't want her playing with the doll, obviously. So she went and gave it to the museum. She's like, "Here you go." Um, and so after she gave it away to the museum, all the weird stuff like stopped happening. All the crying stopped happening. So, when the museum got it, some shit started to happen to the museum staff,
Wow.
basically. Um, so whenever oh yeah, so when they first brought her in, they had to do, like the inspection and all that stuff and whatever. So when they photographed her, um like there were some kind of technical issues with like the film or whatever that they were using.
Mm.
And then she was left in the lab overnight, and when the staff came in the morning, like the whole lab was completely in disarray. So
Wow.
they described it as if a small child had had a temper tantrum.
I was just thinking that too. She had a tantrum.
Yeah, literally. Um, the staff's lunches would also disappear from the fridge, only to be found inside drawers. Objects would go missing, and although some would reappear, some were never found.
Hmm.
There were also footsteps heard when there was nobody there.
Ew.
Yeah. Um, the museum staff believe that she couldn't be around other dolls because she would hurt them. They don't say how, so we
Yeah,
don't
I
know if
was
like,
wondering that.
yeah, they don't say if like there were tears on her or if they just said like, oh, she's smacking them. Like, we don't know.
She bitch slapped those dolls so hard. Were the other dolls haunted though, or were they just
No,
dolls?
it's just dolls. Like, kind of
Interesting.
like, I don't think this museum is like a haunted museum,
Hmm.
like at all. I think it's just like maybe they have it in sections with like, oh, like let's say this is in this era, we have these dolls,
Mm.
like that. You
Oh,
know how
I
when they do
see.
like little
Mm-hmm.
exhibits and they're more like props? I'm
Mm-hmm. I get it.
assuming it's like that. I'm
Okay.
guessing. Um, so yeah, so they didn't put her around the dolls because they claimed that she was hurting the other dolls. Um, but she didn't like being by herself, so they
Mm.
gave her like a little stuffed lamb to keep her company.
Cute.
But shortly after that, like they ended up putting her in a locked case, right? So shortly after she was moved into that case, they found her lamb outside of the case.
Ew.
Yeah.
She escaped.
Yeah.
What is it?
So
2319. We have a 2319.
yeah, I don't know if like I hadn't even thought about it. I just when I first read it, I was like, oh, she just didn't like the lamp, so she threw it out. But now I'm like, no, she probably got out and was like wandering around, and maybe they were like, oh shit, like the staff is here and like
hmm
jumped in and forgot the lamb. I don't
Busted
fucking
a Toy
know.
Story and everything. Andy's coming.
Exactly. Exactly. So who knows, but that was fucking gross. I was like, no, thank you. Um, she's also known for messing with electrical things to make them malfunction. There have been visitors who claim to feel sad and uneasy around her. So similar to your first one, Letta, right?
hmm
Yeah, some say that her eyes will follow you around the room and she can also move her head
Eee,
and fingers.
lovely.
Yeah. There have even been reports of Mandy tapping on the glass case. She has
Ew.
been seen with her little hand against the glass.
She's like, let
And
me out, let me out.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have a picture up of her. You know what? I'm just gonna pull the picture up right now. I'm gonna look it up. Um, what's her name?
Mandy. Bisexual energy strong. No.
Oh God, no. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe I'm pretty sure she's a porcelain doll. I don't know if I mentioned it at all, but she's a like a porcelain doll.
No, I haven't
Um,
mentioned it.
okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm using my phone for this, so I can't show you
hmm
guys,
Here, let's
but
see.
I
What
know
was
you'll
Mandy?
Mandy the
Super
doll,
haunted, not bisexual energy.
not bisexual energy. She's a child.
Apparently, there's a movie.
I think so, yeah.
No, I love that I put it and it said Mandy Moore. I'm like, yes, Mandy Moore.
Show me pictures.
Oh, God damn, my Google. Look who's fucking back.
Oh my God.
She popped up, Mandy, in my latest searches. Okay, here you go. She's like a baby doll.
Yes,
hmm
the cracks on her face and
With
shit.
her little lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Here, in case
Yeah,
you were
so
curious of the movie poster, by the way.
that looks so gross. No, thank you. I like how I mean, she looks totally different, but I like how they kept the broken pieces on her face.
Oh yeah, I feel like that adds to the creepy.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, so keep that in mind when you think of her being able to move her head and fingers.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
because when
she's
I read that,
porcelain, which makes it a lot less likely to be able to.
yes, like it's just not possible. It's ugh.
hmm
Okay. So yeah, she's pretty malevolent. She's kind of like yours. Doesn't
hmm
seem like she's done any really mean or evil kind of things, but
hmm
she just from what they from what they've noticed, she just seems to be like a little kid who wants attention.
hmm
Um, there have been paranormal investigators that say that Mandy holds the sweet spirit of a child, but no one knows why she became possessed. Um, I guess someone just took it upon themselves to write a little legend about her. So this is her
hmm
story. And it's super short. Legend says that a little girl got trapped inside the basement with her favorite doll. When she died, her spirit got trapped inside of it, just waiting to be found. That was it.
Hmm.
That's
Very,
all they wrote.
almost very similar to Letta.
Hmm.
Sad child transferred into the doll and everything.
Yes.
A lot of parallels this episode.
I know. We didn't plan it, guys, I swear. Um, okay, and then another story came from Sylvia Brown on the Montel Williams show.
I remember her.
I was about to say, I was like, do you remember that?
Yes.
So Sylvia believed that the doll had belonged to twins who had died of polio.
Talking about other
The Montel
Mandy.
Williams show.
Yes, Sylvia Brown.
Yes.
She
So
was fucking,
Sylvia,
I remember that.
she was what?
She was, I don't know, I just remember her whole like, I hear, or I'm hearing the letter M or something type of a lady.
Okay, I know we brought her up before. I don't remember what
hmm
it was for, but for sure I know
hmm
we brought her up like in another episode. But yeah, so on this one, she's like she brings the doll on.
Hmm.
I don't know, I don't remember who like they're interviewing or who they're talking to or whatever. But so Sylvia is there and she's like saying that she believes that the doll had belonged to twins who died of polio,
Oh.
and the mother's grief over the loss of her children was implanted in the doll. And
Mm.
that's the grief that visitors feel when they when they
Hmm.
come in and, they're like, oh, I feel sadness or whatever. And she's
It
like,
would
well, that's from
explain
the
all the
mother.
crying too.
Yeah. Um, I wonder if because it's in like a baby doll, like it comes out as like, or it's expressed as like a child as opposed to like
Mm.
a woman, you know?
True.
Um, because yeah, I was like, well, how would that make sense? And like, what are these temper tantrums? But I'm like, maybe she just doesn't want to be around baby dolls because like they
Mm.
remind her of her
Oh,
children,
that'd be so sad. And if it was like
right?
maybe her kid's baby doll, like you could
Oh,
imagine she's
that's
like,
true.
I'm like stuck here. Yeah.
Horrible. Yeah, no, very sad. So that's one reasoning behind it.
Hmm.
So these are some of the experiences that visitors have had at the museum. A visitor from Calgary tried to videotape Mandy with no success, but was able to tape elsewhere in the museum.
Hmm.
So from like I looked into that one specifically a little bit more. I guess the guy he said that he would press record and it kept like stopping and turning on like on its own while he
Wow.
was recording, so he couldn't get like a full like tape. Um, okay, and then a visitor from Surrey reported that when she returned home, her house had been broken into and the only item stolen was a porcelain doll.
What the hell? Ew.
Yeah. Um, Alone at night, developing photographs of Mandy in the basement lab, a local reporter heard footsteps upstairs, and then his contact sheet jammed in the machine. This had never happened to him before. I don't know what a
Oh.
contact sheet is.
Was he faxing something maybe?
Maybe, but he was developing photographs. That's why I'm like,
Oh,
what's
a
a contact sheet?
contact sheet. Hmm. I don't know. They probably had some sort of machine that does it.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but I'm like, okay, maybe it makes sense to anyone. If you
Spooky.
guys are listening and you know what
Photographers, are
that
you
is,
there?
photographers, hello. It's me, Lizzie. No, I'm just kidding.
It's me, Mandy.
Oh God. Let's hope not.
Right.
Okay. And then the last one, many people swear that Mandy's eyes follow them. So again, porcelain doll. So let's hope that her eyes are not following you because that's gross. Um, and then Honey Affleck, the chair of the museum's commission, said during an interview, she's in a locked cabinet, completely enclosed, but she still has a way of making her presence known. You try to videotape her, and your camera will just flicker on and off. Um, so that's all he had to say about her.
Hmm.
Um, and there was this girl on TikTok, her like username is haunted_detective. And I don't know where the heck she got her notes from because, like I said, almost every website that I looked into, they kind of
Hmm.
repeated the same story, and hers was like slightly different. So
Hmm.
I thought it was interesting and I thought it was worth sharing. So she said that supposedly the museum brought in a psychic who held the doll and claimed that the child whose spirit was trapped in the doll died of abuse. The museum curator reached out to the donor who had initially claimed that she didn't want her because she was fragile and didn't want to get her damaged, but then
Hmm.
said that she had no idea how the doll had gotten into her basement to begin with. When she moved into the
Oh.
house, she would hear a baby crying, giggling, windows would open themselves even though they were locked. Um, and then eventually she found the doll because her daughter started playing and talking to the doll and claiming that she had a friend in the doll, so that's why she gave it away, or that's why she
Oh.
donated it. So I don't know where she got this story from.
Hmm.
So take all of this with a grain of salt. Maybe she made it up. Who knows? But I thought that was interesting and thought it was worth sharing. And I'll just give you a couple little comments from the video that I thought were interesting. Um, Epstein didn't kill himself. Said the staff of the museum will literally take her out and hold her on her lap to keep her calm, and this will stop activity. So like if the staff
Wow.
like comforts her, any weird stuff that's going on will just stop.
Hmm.
And he says, I think Mandy is the only non-evil living doll I want so badly to visit the museum.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Letta is in Australia. Okay.
True. True, dude. He's gotta look up this he's gotta look up Letta too.
Oh my
Um,
God, the dolls should meet because maybe then she won't be lonely anymore.
right? Oh my gosh, they should totally friend each other on Facebook.
Oh, and they can both move. They're gonna be wreaking havoc everywhere they go.
Oh no, thank you. Oh my God, can you imagine? There could be like a whole like little a vlog of like these dolls
Yes,
going places.
that'd be kind of funny. Wait, that'd
I
make
would
for a
watch it.
great show.
Yeah, I would watch it. Okay, and the last comment was from Mrs. Pyro Fox. Um, of course the fucking Canadian doll is gonna be nice, which
Right?
I
I didn't
thought
even
was
think
funny.
about
I'm
that.
like, you're right.
Okay, okay.
But
So
yeah,
we're taking a trip to Canada and then Australia to meet these dolls.
yes. Isn't Robert in Florida?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so we should do Canada, Florida, and then Australia.
Yes. I'm like, where's Annabelle? No, I don't know where she's at
No.
actually. Didn't she go missing for a
She's,
while? And
did she?
then, or it was a rumor, right?
I thought she was still with like with all the Warren stuff.
Yeah, because I know the Warrens passed away, and then there was
Hmm.
rumors she went missing, but I think the son was like, no, she's right here. And then
Yeah,
supposedly Zach Baggins offered to buy her,
right.
and that's all I've heard.
I thought like who's the one who took over for the Warrens? Is it their son? Their daughter?
Their son, one of their kids, that's all I know.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that they had like turned him down, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I
What
think.
they're probably like, dude, you have so much stuff, you probably can't handle this right now. Because if that thing is as
True.
legit as they say, they're probably like, don't put it around anymore,
Yeah,
haunted
seriously.
stuff.
Mm-mm. No, thank you. I wouldn't want to be around that.
No,
No offense. No
not at
offense.
all.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. But yeah, let's not get all these dolls together for a party. I don't think that
Actually,
would,
what a kick-ass tea party though. We can wear all that jewelry too.
you know what? You know that like really famous painting with dogs playing poker?
Oh, yes.
Okay, it has to be recreated, but with all the haunted dolls instead.
Okay, but why was I thinking of you were gonna say the Last Supper painting?
Because I think that's where my brain was, which made me think of the poker thing.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Either or would be great.
Either would work, yeah.
So bad.
Oh,
I'm sure there's a t-shirt of that somewhere, guaranteed.
we should, I wonder if we can make like you know how you did the whole shoot, it was like that AI picture that you did.
Mm-hmm.
We should do one like that. See
I
how
will
well we
try my
can,
best.
yeah, see how close you can get it.
I'll try to do the Zach Baggins one too with other Mandy.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see what we can do. Expect that on Paranormal Plunge Pod on Instagram at some point.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let's see how accurately it could depict it.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, that we're gonna wrap it up. I think we're almost done
Hmm.
to with the time limit too,
Yeah, we're
right?
like 4 minutes.
Wow, just in time.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you for listening about all these spooky dolls. I like that we didn't go too spooky, nor did we go like one of the ones I feel like that are more commonplace.
Yeah. You guys all know about I mean, we mentioned them. We mentioned Robert, we
Hmm.
mentioned Annabelle. Um,
I'm
who
sure
else is there? There
there's
was a couple
more, but
other. Yeah.
I know, have you heard of what was her name? Okiku? I know she was
Oh,
out there
the
a
what is
lot.
it? Japanese, right? Yes.
We
I
could do a
thought
whole
about
doll world tour.
yes. I thought about covering her and I was like, no, she came up too quickly on the search. So I'm
Hmm.
like, let's leave her for another day. Another day,
Yeah.
another time.
Yeah, I was looking through like a bunch of listicles and stuff, and main reason I picked Letta was because it was like a freaking jump scare, and I was like, "What is this
Yeah.
doll?"
Yeah.
And
I mean,
quite
I
the
chose this one
backstory.
because I feel like Canada doesn't have enough haunted things around them, you know? Like I said,
That's true.
the Canadian doll would be too nice.
Honestly.
I didn't even know they had anything haunted up there.
I know.
No,
See,
wait, we just covered the spaghetti factory.
oh,
I'm stupid.
hello. I did a sanatorium up there once. There was like that rapper guy who got spooked. I think that was Canada.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I totally forgot about it. Just kidding, Canada. You're
Canada
haunted.
is
All right.
haunted. The Americas in general, or North Americas, because we've covered a lot of Mexico too.
That's true. I mean, let's be real. There's death all over the place. There's bound to be haunted shit all over the
Oh
place.
yeah. We need to do like a hauntings from around the world sometime.
Ooh, yes. All right. Well, let's wrap this up before we get cut off.
Yes. Oh, true.
Yes.
All
So you want to
right.
give them everywhere where we're at?
Paranormal Plunge, I believe on Gmail or YouTube if you want to check it out. All these video episodes that are finally out.
True.
Paranormal Plunge Pod on TikTok and Instagram. So check us out. I post
Yes.
silly things there occasionally, so have fun.
Yes. Go look us up.
hmm Hit us up.
All right, guys. Until next time.
All right.
Bye.